record, but this won't necessarily make it in. So what episode is this? I always forget.
2.
It's easy. It's easy because it's only 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll pick up any sound. Oops. All right. So episode 2, season 2. All right. So now that I was going to tell Ambrose, but I didn't. And when he told me that he stayed up until 3 watching it for the podcast, I was definitely going to tell him, but I didn't watch it.
Oh,
In my defense, and I don't think we should get into the story just because that's going to be a long story and we only have 30 minutes. We're trying to keep it down to 30 minutes, just so you know. Trying.
Okay.
But
Life goals, I got you.
Yeah, no, dude, because we were going like 2 hours and it was getting very tedious for people to have to listen that long. But I'll try to make I'll you know what, I'll tell you guys after the episode. How about that? But there's a reason that are you drinking wine, sir? Look at you.
I am. Merlot today.
This is the beloved AJ that I've discussed multiple times and coming to us from Italy. We're 9 in the morning right now. He's over there like at 4 in the afternoon.
5 plus. Yeah. Hey, what are you guys smoking, by the way?
Drinking wine like a true Italian.
So they're both Illusion. Mine's an Epernay, and his is the
Garagiste. Garagiste. I don't know. Here, you know Italian. Maybe you can figure that out.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you haven't learned the language? Come on, man.
Yeah, no.
Oh, foreigners.
Right? Can't take me anywhere.
Nope.
All right, so you saw it. Okay, so you could still do the review. Just try to take it easy on the spoilers if you can. Try to give me a non-spoilery review, but if you do, it is what it is.
What'd you think, AJ? When'd you watch it? Did you watch it at the movies or at home?
No, I watched it at home. Since it's on the premiere and all that stuff, so we just got it. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
Okay.
That's what I was telling him, because apparently on Rotten Tomatoes, critics have it at like 94 and the audience has it at like 90. And even on the feeds where I'm on, it's getting mixed reviews.
Yeah.
So we have a negative over there. How about over here?
Okay, so compared to the last one, I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah, I think they just went a little bit more. I like the gore and the blood.
Was the first one rated R? I can't remember.
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
I'll double check. You guys keep going. I'll check.
On this one, I know that there was a bunch of cussing, a lot of death and blood and stuff like that, and a sex scene.
Yeah, that is true. Very much so.
And spoilers, it was John Cena taking it in the butt. Just kidding.
Oh Jesus! I was like, what? Wait, what?
He got excited.
Right.
For a split second, I was like, wait, what? What am I watching?
As his head went up.
What am I watching all of a sudden?
No, I think they could have took the story maybe a different way. There were some good parts to it, but I think the storyline was not what I expected. From.
Well, as a matter of fact, one of the non-spoilery reviews that I saw just like an hour ago, the guy was saying that there's not necessarily a plot twist, but a story arc that kept him interested, even though the overall story wasn't that great, that there was one part of the story that actually kept him interested. Do you guys have an idea what he might be referencing?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that
story arc. There was
nothing that.
I will say this: there was a lot of deaths. I was really surprised.
Well, I just pulled it up, and the original one was apparently PG-13. So
okay, there you go. Yeah.
And I think that's part. I say part of the problem because I'm not a fan of it, but I think that's what's going to end up happening is that, if it's rated R, I think a lot of people are automatically going to think they like it because they want Deadpool.
Yeah.
They want rated R stuff. They want Logan. And I'm just like even Logan, I didn't understand why they had to make it rated R because having Professor X cuss just seemed weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So, but that's the problem now. Every like having a rated R Batman, maybe, but you don't have to have like the Punisher. You're gonna have to have rated R at some point.
But is it rated R not because of like sex scenes or anything like that? It's more so because of the killing,
Well, like
Violence,
what are you
yeah.
saying, like the Suicide Squad or like Punisher?
like the Punisher.
Oh, there's Punisher. Yeah, it would have to be for the killing and for the cussing because Frank Castle cusses.
Yeah.
He cusses up a storm, I'm sure. Can you imagine if he's like really nice about how he kills people? And he's like, he speaks very eloquently. That'd be funny. It's like, pardon me, sir, I'm about to murder you.
But in reality, isn't DC most of the DC stuff coming out now rated R?
Mm-mm. I don't think any of it is rated R. You guys discussed
Not
this,
sure
the
what I'm
movie a little
smoking,
bit.
AJ.
Yeah.
What are you smoking, AJ?
I have the Avo Nicaragua. I don't know if you can
Nice.
see that right there.
Yes, sir.
They just started getting here in Italy, so I was like, yo, I remember these, so let me go ahead and scoop some up.
Sweet. Heck yeah. Are you missing the regular smoke from over here or what?
I am. I'm still trying to get those the jesters. I'm still trying to get a hold of those, but everywhere seems to be sold out.
Oh shoot. Okay. I'll ask this week. They come in a pack of 5, I think.
Yeah, let me know.
Text me your address.
Absolutely, because
Well,
Tori won't
actually,
send it.
well, no, to make it easier, just let me have them and I can put them in the package that I'm gonna send them.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
That'll make it
And,
easier.
maybe we do a trade off with some Cubans.
Yeah. And I'll repay you in kind. I got you.
Which, if that's if that's a big no, we're just joking around. We're totally not going to do that.
Oh, that's rated R. My fault.
Right? Yeah, no. From what I'm seeing, everything is PG.
Yeah, I think the majority of DC stuff.
Well, no, it's probably mixed because the Joker was rated R, Watchmen is rated R, Suicide Squad is now rated R. So I guess it's kind of like 50-50 almost.
Well,
There's the Green Lantern, of
you
course.
see Watchmen on HBO, right?
The show?
Yeah.
No, I
Did
haven't.
You see Watchmen?
Oh, that yes.
Yeah, he's the one that first told me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why
I was
haven't
like,
you seen
really?
it yet?"
Really? Does it have to be there? Does it have to be?
Oh, that's a wang. I know that just by the reaction, that's a wang. Well, if it's I was gonna say Molecule Man. If it's Dr. Manhattan, that makes sense because they had it in the movie.
Let's just put it this way: Dr. Manhattan's not white in this one.
It took me a second, and then I finally realized what you meant, and that was good. That was funny.
Are you all choked up?
Right?
Shameless plug there.
Oh, I need to order some. You think he'll ship me some of those cups, those mugs out this way?
I
Probably
have
not.
I have some for you.
What are they?
They're it's for the coffee box.
Oh, sweet. That's nice.
I have this. I have one like this for you, not this one, but one like, unless you want me to send you this one so you can have my DNA on it. And we have the taller white one, and we didn't do it on purpose. It's a coincidence that the black one's for you and the white one's for Beth. Totally coincidence. But yeah, we have one of each and your cigars and whatever he gives me. So I'll be sending that out soonish. But anyway, I only got 25 minutes, guys. Come on. This is why we fail.
No, we got
right. Refocus. Sorry. No, but why didn't you see the movie? You should have saw it. It's good. It's entertaining, but it could have been better.
Well, okay. Let me ask this. Me being the dummy that I am, and I shut my brain off that I actually watch and enjoy the stupid Fast and Furious movies. Will I need to shut my brain off and like to that level to enjoy this?
I'm gonna say yes, but you know how I am about movies, so taking it,
yeah, because AJ likes them a little more cerebral, which makes sense. But I don't know if this is a cerebral movie.
No.
Okay. Because the other thing, it's James Gunn. Which one did James Gunn do? Did he do the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I think it was the first.
Yeah, so I'm expecting a lot of attempted humor because it's not always funny, but it's a little more slapstick. It's a little more cartoony jokes a lot of the times.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Okay.
You know what caught me off guard was the way they integrated the comics into the movie. You know,
Yes.
certain things where it's like they get on the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the wind blows, and then like the pieces of whatever, like trash or the leaves are on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
says where they're going, or like now or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
they did
okay.
little things, and it was throughout the movie.
Kind of like I don't know if you guys saw when like the Scott Pilgrim versus the World
Oh,
type
yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I'll get a kick out of that.
So that was pretty neat. I think I like that.
Is it a lot?
No, it's
Okay.
not like just over and over. It's just
Okay.
like here and there, and they only did it like maybe 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
At the max.
So
Yeah.
they have like the
Yeah.
whoosh.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So that was a good part that they kind of integrated to make it a little bit more comic book esque. You know what I mean? To put that type of stuff in there. And
well, I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical. At first I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Of course, it's the Suicide Squad. I think I'll like it. But then I saw that the critics were actually liking it, especially for Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm not a fan of their critics. Their critics never seem to get it right. Usually I'm like 90% of the time, I'm the complete opposite of whatever the critics are on Rotten Tomatoes. But like I said, it has a 94 and a 90. So it's equal, it's balanced, and usually it's not. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I actually like the fact that it worked out this way because I'm a little excited now to see it more than I was with the mixed reviews.
yeah,
Because you're like, we're trying to do like a 10-point system.
Yeah.
So for you, AJ, on a 10-point system, where would you put it?
I'm gonna say probably about a 4.
Oof. Wow.
But
well, here's the other thing.
it-
What did you give the original Suicide Squad?
It probably would have been an 8 because I think there was more backstory, and I think that's
Wow.
what's lacking.
That says a lot because the original Suicide Squad didn't get very much love at all.
yeah. You see, in mine, I would say, I mean, like me, in compared to like the movies that have recently come out, I would give it 6.5 because it was good, but then I give like the old one maybe like a 5. So it's
So you guys
the thing is,
okay.
the thing is, I didn't really like the way they went with the old Suicide Squad and the storyline. I figured that they were gonna be it was gonna be a better storyline with this one, because they were bringing in so many other villains, you know what I mean, and doing so much to the story. But then when they kind of, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it just wasn't. It wasn't like you can't get the full story, but you need to get something. I don't know.
So that's what, like with what AJ was saying. So then it doesn't have a lot of backstory for each character like they did in the first one.
Not really. And
Well, they singled out 2 individuals. I think they truly singled out, but the rest you're just like, okay, what now?
Well, they kind of did that in the first one too, because they did, of course, like Harley Quinn, they did Deadshot, they did Diablo, but they didn't do any backstory. They just kind of said it verbally with the boomerang guy. I forgot his name. They didn't, and they definitely didn't do it with the native guy. Like that poor guy, he didn't last more than 10, 15 minutes anyway. So they're like, why give him a backstory?
What? Yeah, one guy lasted, and over here was more like 8 guys. Yeah, dude. I'm sorry, spoiler warning, but come on, dude. Also, like, holy shit, really? Like, okay,
They just got rid of a whole squad.
pretty much.
Nice. The other one that's, without giving too much away, or if you do, it's all right. But I was seriously concerned about the shark. I was really hoping that they would have kept Killer Croc, but seeing like a walking shark, I was just like, that's gonna seem too comic bookish. But does it work well?
There were some unique aspects to the way that they portrayed the shark throughout the movie. So I can see how it fit a little bit. I mean, but
So considering
a bit excessive.
how outlandish it seems, they kind of did a good job of incorporating it.
It was pretty much just a muscle. That's all they had him there for. And
Right? He's the Rock.
yeah, pretty much. It was, that's basically,
So
the
he's there for
story.
some comedic relief and
Yeah.
the muscle.
He was funny. There was a couple parts where he was funny, you know what I mean? And I laughed out loud because I was like, holy shit, okay, this guy's an idiot.
Now, is this one as heavy on the Harley Quinn as the first one?
No.
Yeah.
You think-
I think so. Because the whole center story was really built around what she does.
Because that's another, I don't want to say
Yeah.
concern, but that's another thing that I was thinking, because she was definitely the most popular thing in the first one, enough that she got her own movie, and then she's now in this one. So I kind of was worried that they were gonna focus a little too much on her.
See, and I thought it was more about Deadshot. I think that the storyline was
Bloodsport.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Bloodsport.
That's Bloodsport.
His name's Bloodsport.
I'm pretty sure it's Bloodsport.
What's his
It's
name?
definitely not Deadshot.
No,
It's not Deadshot. They
No.
didn't replace Will Smith. It's it's Bloodsport.
it's Idris Elba, but I think you're right. I think it is Bloodsport.
Shit, my bad. It was 3 a.m. when I was watching it, so.
But anyway,
Well, I see, and I think the story was basically around him, his squad, and him getting, duped into doing this, for certain reasons.
the trailer definitely seems like he's more the focus, but yeah, it is Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
It definitely seems like I didn't know Sylvester Stallone was King Shark. That's funny.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
No. Oh my God.
So they did with him what they did with Vin Diesel and Groot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like I just don't, other than I guess the star appeal, I don't understand why they insisted on getting Vin Diesel for it. Like anybody can do that. He says one word.
Yeah. Well, maybe they had something. It was funny because I saw where a handful of characters that are in this movie are also in Marvel movies.
That's gonna happen way more now,
You know,
because
they're like, oh, this guy's on this one, this one's on this one.
they're gonna start spilling over, because Henry Cavill is in talks to be in Marvel.
That'd be great. Not even
Yes
like
and no.
Hercules or something.
Yeah, because I like Henry Cavill, dude. It's hard to say.
Yes, Henry Cavill without a shirt.
Have you seen the hairy chest? Come on. That's why you think the beard, the beard, it's Velcro
Oh my
to the
goodness.
chest hair. Yeah, that went a little too far. What was I gonna say?
You forgot because you were thinking about Harry.
See,
I knew you were gonna go there, but
sidetracked.
yeah, I knew you were gonna go there. That's why I was trying to think of it right away. Oh, Henry Cavill. No,
Right back
what I was
to it,
gonna
huh?
say is, for me, it's very difficult to figure out which actor played the best Superman, because a lot of people hate on what's his first name? Roth, the one from Superman Returns. Something Brandon Routh. You don't remember Superman Returns? Brandon Routh?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I remember.
I like Christopher Reeves as Superman,
Oh, yeah.
and Brandon Routh actually did a really good job of mimicking his mannerisms, even as Clark Kent. So I really like pretty much all, like, they haven't missed so far, in my opinion. So seeing Henry Cavill in something else is going to be a little sad.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have very many movies left, as far as I know. I think it's just one, maybe two left on his contract. So
For the
I think-
Superman franchise.
yeah, I believe they're trying to work on a Man of Steel 2, and I think he's supposed to have a cameo at least in Black Adam.
See, I don't know. I think they should go to when Superman went dark. I think that's the way they should go. They started down that, finish it up.
Well,
That's my opinion.
that's one of the things that we were talking about on one of the other episodes. I don't know if it was the last one. They're supposed to be doing the Injustice story in the animated movies, so you'll get to see your dark Superman.
Right?
Did you ever look into any of the Injustice story?
No.
Oh, dude, he hasn't either. You can go on YouTube and find they put the clips together from the game. Dude, that storyline, it basically, the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois, So he loses it completely and goes completely dark. And then like half the Justice League and half of the villains are now pitted against half the other half. So it's like a civil war in the DC universe, but Superman is the main bad guy.
Well, that's where the what's his name?
The Snyder.
cut
Yeah,
from
that's what
here.
I was telling the last clip of Justice League and the Snyder cut where it's
Yeah.
Batman and the Joker. That's
Yeah.
presumably supposed to be teasing the Injustice storyline.
I'm gonna have
Did
to
you
go
see
back
that?
and check that out.
Did you see
Mhm.
that cut? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Did you sit there through all 4.5 hours?
4.5 hours. Yes.
Did you watch the end credit scenes for Suicide Squad 2? There's one at the very end.
What?
You didn't see that?
I guess I'll have to go back.
Yeah.
Nice. Guess what I'm gonna be doing later.
Look that way.
Not watching the movie, obviously.
I'm just gonna tell you this. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I'm so
Fair
tempted
enough.
to ask, but I think I'll just wait to see when I edit this.
Okay.
You did like chest hair for Henry Cavill, huh?
I went like this.
Yeah.
Because it's not like this. He likes it like this.
Mhm. He just splits the chest hair with him. He gets a part. That just went way too. Poor Jeff is over there like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Pretty much.
So, all right. So we said a 4 and a 6.5.
I would say 6.5.
Really, you want to stick with a 4? Because that's not even like that's almost like I probably won't watch it again. Like, will you at least give it another try?
Nope. I'm
Probably
gonna watch
not.
it again this afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
AJ won't give it another try though. See, and
What
that's
did
what
the
I like
critics say? Yeah, what did the critics say
about what
about
watching it again?
Yeah,
The rewatch. Actually, I haven't gone that deep into it. I don't know about the rewatchability, or at least as far as they're concerned. I'm trying to avoid a lot of the posts because there's a lot of spoilers. They're getting very nonchalant with the spoilers on this one.
Yeah.
All right, so I saved one apparently for the Instagram stuff. So
I'll go back and have a look. So real quick, Suicide Squad, IMDb gave it a 7.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, a 92%, and Metacritic gave it a 74%. So
see, so I'm around that 74% then.
yeah, but what out of 4? You're
So I'm below that.
you're at a 40%. That's half.
That's actually the 74 is a 7.2. So
Interesting.
The showcase showdown, I would have won.
Wow. Now I'm serious. I'm really interested in it now because that's crazy. Because that's a funny thing that's why I like talking to AJ about movies and stuff, because you and I agree on most things. Him and I are almost 50-50 because there's things like he's I don't want to say insist, but he's been telling me to watch Altered Carbon, and I just can't get into it.
It's very dark, but I like it. I think I'm like halfway through it. Wait, is there 2 seasons?
I think there's 2.
Is that the one with the
There's
cartoon?
2. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm on the 2nd season already, and that changes to what's his name? Falcon.
Absolutely.
What's that guy's name? Yes,
The guy that plays the Falcon. He's the lead in the
Really?
yeah.
So that's what I was asking AJ. So I think I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes. It gets better.
Yeah.
Like, is it worth pushing through?
Yeah, it is.
Because I guess because they're building the story, that I'm just like, okay, get on with it. Like,
because at first it's that guy from the Suicide Squad. What's the captain, the main guy?
Yeah.
So he starts off, and
Right.
and then Mackie
takes over
in the 2nd season. But spoilers, it's the same guy.
Well, yeah. when you said that Mackie took over, I kind of figured that. Sorry, this is a total tangent, but I just saw the commercial. Remember that episode that we were doing that you were saying about the Harry Potter card that you were like, is that the one that splits in half and blah?
Yeah.
It's Percy Jackson.
Oh, that's right.
You know, the funny thing is that I went home when we did that one, and that it was on TV, like just randomly it was on TV, and I was like, well, there's a stupid card. It's Percy Jackson.
Yeah. It's
total nerds. Yeah, total nerds over here.
Sorry, that was the previous.
We'll have to get you on more of these. So the only thing that I did say from Instagram is breaking news: another live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is in the works, with Michael Bay returning to produce the film. It will not be connected to Seth Rogen's upcoming CGI animated film. So, have either of you guys heard of this?
So it's gonna be like a reboot.
No. Seth Rogen is doing another, because you know how they had the live action and the animated movies come out close together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Seth Rogen is doing a reboot of the animated, but Michael Bay is doing a sequel to his atrocious Ninja Turtle movies. I'm not interested at all. I loved the Turtles, but he ruined them. Like the design is pretty cool, but I don't know if you remember him, AJ.
Okay. Yeah, but I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch either one?
No.
Oh wow.
I watched them both.
I watched the first one, and I think I watched the second one, but honestly, I don't remember. I think I watched like half and then turned it off.
Craig comes on the second one.
Yeah, I definitely didn't watch it because actually the second one they did actually have Bebop and Rocksteady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't see it then.
Didn't do the first one, huh?
No, the first one they didn't. It wasn't until because I don't remember seeing them on the screen at all. I think I turned it off by that point, but I know they're in it.
Hey, did you go over this last week?
Yeah, I was even telling AJ yesterday, as a matter of fact, the poster that I was telling you for Lord of the Rings.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. AJ's not excited.
No.
He's done with the Lord of the Rings.
I'm like, sometimes you just gotta let it rest. It's like Fast and Furious. Just gotta let it go.
That's especially offensive, AJ, for you to just have that that much anger towards it when we have an actual Hobbit here.
Oh, I know, right? Sitting next to
No, you tried a little too hard on that one. That's all right. I got the Henry Cavill thing. You're the Hobbit. We'll figure something out with AJ.
It's a chocolate volcano, ain't you?
Mm. Hey, keep it down now.
See, it's a good thing that we have video now, because now I can actually show people that story, because just telling the story doesn't give it the full effect. You have to have the shimmy.
The whole shimmy going. Huh?
The shimmy is what sells that story. Well, I almost would see, dude. We're right on time. We're right on time. I just want to keep talking is the problem, but we're right on time.
No, but I have a question for you guys. I've seen some stuff about Doom. I think it's called Doom Patrol or something like that. That's on the HBO Max channel.
That's supposed to be the reintroduction of what's his name from The Mummy, Brendan Fraser. A lot of people didn't realize that that's him as Robot Man, I think, and that's supposed to be his return. And he's actually starting to come out in movies now because of it. But I've never checked it. It's supposed to be pretty decent.
I watched it all.
You watched it all?
Yeah. Because I know what season 3 is supposed to be coming out pretty soon, I think, or something.
Is it?
There's a bunch. I don't want to call them small shows, but there's a bunch of. I consider them for some reason small shows that I need to watch. Like I did watch Umbrella Academy. Stranger Things is supposed to finally come out next year or this year.
I thought it was later this year.
I think it's next year. I think they announced it, that they announced the teaser trailer, and it's supposed to be next year. But Doom Patrol is another one that I think the problem for me is that a lot of those come off as almost CW quality shows, and I'm like not interested.
Well, no, I don't think. No, Doom Patrol's not.
No, I know it's not, but it seems that way to me.
You know what? I didn't know season 2 came out. I watched the first season. I haven't seen season 2, but it's worth the watch. I tried to watch Flash because my son's into Flash, and it's a CW show. I can't. I tried for his sake. I tried to watch it with him, and I'm like, yeah, I'll sit here and watch it, But
well, the buddy of mine that actually gave me this mic, he actually said that I should just sit there and push through and watch the Flash, like with Lou, with my daughter, and that it gets good, and it's like of all the DC shows that's the one that he would recommend. None of the other ones, Arrow and all those, he said no, forget those, but the Flash, you should probably watch that one.
Yeah, I think season 7 just came out on Netflix.
Season
for 7. Flash.
Yeah, for Flash. I'm telling you, my son's like all into it. I don't know how many episodes there's, like 20, 20th season or something.
I think it's just the production value because I see they're supposed to have, I believe, the reverse flash, which would be really cool. But then I see the suits and stuff. I'm like, dude, it looks like you're wearing literally cloth.
Well, the shark, what's his name from Suicide Squad? He came out in Flash.
Yeah.
And they were
the character.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're comparing. Did you see that or no? What's the shark's name? I don't know. King Shark.
King Shark.
So they were comparing the one that came out in Flash to the one from Suicide Squad. They look totally different.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, because the characters obviously are canon, but the DC shows are not canon to the DC Universe movies. So
yeah,
it makes sense that they would be completely different.
Let's see. Flash. So I'm gonna show
Doom Patrol, huh?
Yeah, Doom Patrol's good.
You're caught up.
Look, this is him. There's a big difference.
Actually, that one looks better.
That's what they said. Here, see if we can see that.
Yeah.
So this is how he looks on Flash compared to how he looks,
Yeah, I think that one looks better. I agree.
Yeah, this is more manly, more muscular, and the other one's more like.
Oh, look who's all about the muscular bodies now.
Dude, look.
No, I know. Pecs. I can acknowledge it, but you got excited about it. He's all, I want to go into the ocean now, and I want to hump a shark. What? Oh crap!
He's like Hulk size in the show. I don't know if you can see all that.
Oh wow!
So he's really big. So there's a big difference between how they portrayed him in Flash and how they put him in the Suicide Squad.
See,
so that's another thing that they're kind of comparing him to, So yeah,
I might actually watch it now. I don't know. 7 seasons. 7 seasons is a lot. How many episodes per season?
Dude, seriously, it's like 20.
Really?
Per season. That's what it seems like to me. I mean, because I think they're half hour episodes.
It feels like 20 episodes.
Like 150, but it could be 2.
Well, it could be worse. We could be anime geeks and watch like One Piece that has like over 1,000 episodes.
Right. Let's see.
Which one is it? Naruto, I think, has like over 1,000.
Season 1 has 23 episodes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Season 7 has 18. I don't think that's any better. So it's about 20 episodes a season on Flash. So, and they're 45 minutes long.
Oh, geez. Yeah, no, I don't know. Sorry. You know what?
No binge watching that.
No. I think what I'll do is I'll go into YouTube and see if they have like a season 1 recap.
Mashup.
Yeah, mashup and just watch it that way. Because like I'm saying, that if it had good production value, I think I could, but it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's like if I made a TV show.
Let's see. I saw that August 22nd, the last season of Walking Dead's coming out. You're not caught up.
I thought it already started. I thought the finale started already.
Did it?
I think it started already because they usually put it out in 2 parts. So maybe the second part. I thought it was out. I thought it started already. August 22nd. Well, I don't know. I need to catch up.
August 15th. Sorry.
That's when it starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, season 11.
Oh, so next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time I catch up, the second part will probably be starting to come out. So.
All the so yeah. AJ into that or no?
No, I quit watching after about like season 4. I just tapped out.
Well, there was a lull.
That's what I tell people all the time, dude.
You stopped there too?
No. I stopped at, and no spoilers, please, because I want to know what happens, kind of, but I don't. They'll. I stopped watching when they airlifted Rick out of there.
Okay, so and you haven't seen that, right?
No, AJ hasn't seen that.
So
I probably won't watch it either.
So when you stopped, that was at like an all-time low, right? And then it just slowly, and then that season that he stopped watching was almost at the peak. This one hit that's where it kept going up.
Okay,
this last season.
Here's one thing that'll actually encourage me to watch. Do they finally stop doing the stupid stories? Because they keep every episode, they just have this long drawn out story where 2 people are just going deep into their past, and that's a no. Okay. Yeah. So
you say no spoiler alerts.
Well, no, I mean, it's because the thing is, after that, it jumps 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So when it jumps 4 or 5 years, they go straight into the story, and then a little later in the what do you call it, in the season, they kind of jump back to see
They
where,
backtrack and
some
tell
other
you
people
what.
are, and,
Well, and that actually might be encouraging because that makes sense.
yeah.
Because well, I guess it makes sense to do the stories and the other parts as well. But I don't know if I can. I'm gonna push through just because I have a firm belief that if I'm gonna properly shit on something, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna shit on the show, I'm gonna have to watch it. Just like
Just don't
Dexter.
shit on this show because that'll be nasty, dude.
You're talking literally. Dude, I had coffee. Just had coffee, so it might.
AJ's like, don't
Mhm.
let me on if you're
I'm glad I'm 1,000 miles away.
Need to come home, AJ. Need to come home. This is home.
Miss
It
him.
is. It is.
I tell you, I can't
I'll be back.
I can't come into the shop without, hey, how's AJ? You know what? How about you ask me
Nobody
first?
asks about it.
Yeah. How about you ask about me first? Like, I did not have a great day, but thanks for asking about AJ.
Oh,
No, everybody does miss
I don't
you.
even know what to say.
He's all chocolate volcano, baby. Hey, speaking of which, did you take your glass?
No, it should still be there.
It's still okay. So I can drink out of it and be all happy. It's like, oh, my own personal Henry Cavill.
we have a small
Did
group.
they?
We have a small group chat with the guys, and unfortunately, Duty's not on there. I don't know why.
I am now, I think. I'm on one of them, I think. Yeah, they didn't include me on that
I
one.
don't know why. And you're like OG, and
Yeah. And I was excluded from the group chat. No, I think I'm on it now. Someone added me at some point somehow.
so I don't know. Right now, I have 11 people on. It's like 11, 12 people. It bounces around. It all depends on like who they make these. Anyways, I just sent a picture of us talking to the
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell the family I said hello. I miss them.
All right, sir. I don't want to cut it, but we're gonna need to cut it. At least. Well, I can stop recording, then we can still chat a little bit. But
Sounds good.
Works.
all right,
Digging the
sir, thank
shirts
you.
though, guys. Digging the
Right,
shirts.
right. Look at that.
Oh, 9, baby.
I got a stain on the bottom part, but luckily
Of
that's
course
not
you
gonna
did.
show.
I got beans for my burrito. That I was
Damn
eating
it!
early
See
in the
that?
morning.
So many innuendos because that's not what I meant at all. I got a stain on the
Oh,
bottom.
that's
Henry Cavill. God damn it! I Henry Cavilled all over myself.
and we want to thank Kurt Play Cigars for
Yes.
letting us
Again,
hang out here.
once again,
smoke some cigars.
we'll take another picture of the buffalo with his new hat. Oh, you haven't seen the
Nice.
new hat? I got to show you that one.
But thanks to the guys. Thanks to Jeff for opening up.
Yes. Poor Jeff. He was,
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, he was about to leave because he was like, these fuckers aren't showing up. We were both running late today, so. What else? Current place.
Coffee box. Can't forget about coffee box.
Coffee box. We already shamelessly plugged that one. My friend from Taco Avocado that provided my mic. Ambrose provided his own.
My wife, but
Oh, that's right.
Aw.
Thank you, Liz. Even though you don't listen,
Right?
thank you, Liz. Dude, it's funny as hell because Liz likes to come in here. She sees both of us hanging out together. She's like, nerds.
pretty much.
Or even Jimmy, like if he shows up right now, it's funny as hell because he walks in, nerds.
And then you know what? I'm gonna have a nice rebuttal from next time he says that. Because nerds, what do they think about? Do you remember?
Sex.
And
More sex.
something. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, that's what they said, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know what?
He
Yeah.
said, why are you so good at that? Huh? That's all we think about.
Yeah.
That's all we think about is just sex.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, we'll end on the sex note. Henry Cavill. Thank you, AJ. Well, for
Absolutely.
the recording purposes, and then we'll continue to chat after. Oh, I can tell you guys a story of why I didn't watch the movie. So anyway, all right. Thank you.
Peace.